Get ready with us, and let's talk about a fleet for all. Here we go.
Okay, how are you doing your makeup today? Are you gonna do like a couch, like a everyday?
First of all, there is nothing. I feel like I'm basically naked right now.
Me too. You guys see us like so done up.
Hey everybody,
and I'm just like, okay, this is actually what we look like,
literally,
without anything.
Well, you just I feel so raw.
Raw. Yeah,
it's early
Kristina's
morning right
like,
now.
hey, remember, clean face. I'm like, oh, haven't forgotten.
It's early morning right now, by the way. Also, are you really doing your makeup if you don't have a headband on?
No. I actually will say before these came, I did like the clips. You know, that like you could, like you know what I'm talking about. They don't like crease. That's what I always use when I would do like wedding makeup on people.
I can't say I ever use those.
Yeah, they actually work pretty well. They don't crease your hair at all.
All right, well, I'm gonna throw this out there. I ain't no makeup artist, first of all, everybody. So, don't at me if I. You can at Rachel.
No, don't at me either.
You can at Rachel because she knows what she's doing and actually has techniques.
No,
maybe look this way.
Okay, there's no right or wrong way to do makeup, right? Like, yes, I did go to school for it and work in a professional setting doing makeup, but I think everybody's technique just depends on like what they're comfortable with. You know, my mom uses her fingers still, and I have a ton of friends who do that, who just
lather everything.
And I'm like, I can't put my foundation on like that. One, it's gonna get under my nails, and two, I'm just like I love a beauty blender and a brush.
Yeah.
Still, forever.
Totally. I'm just saying, I mean, like, I know there's like techniques and
But that's what I'm saying. I don't think right now, I think so many people are like self-taught. There's techniques, yeah, but I think everyone kind of like makes the techniques their own in a way.
Right.
I don't think there's like a right or wrong.
Well, yeah, it's kind of like fashion. I mean, like, they can tell us what is like trending, but
you make it.
I mean, stuff just doesn't look good on people's bodies. You know what I mean? No matter how hard you try. So it's like
I know for a fact a makeup trend that looked absolutely awful on me was the cut crease.
The cut crease?
With the eye, how people.
Oh, okay.
I looked like I was avant-garde, like a character.
Okay.
Yeah, just that was big a few years ago.
Yeah.
Remember? It was like very dramatic, like a liner in the crease or like a dark shadow. You know what I'm talking about.
Yes, I sure do. Anyways, this is our first non-intro video of fleas. And if you're new here, hi. Rachel and I have been working for a flea market called Swap-O-Rama. I've been there for a long time. Rachel's been there for, God, almost 2 years now.
Yep.
And basically, Rachel created the term of making what?
Flea market sexy again.
That's right. And so we get together and chat really every day about making fleas sexy and how we can do that. And anyways, we've been running a podcast for over a year and just wanted to like make a new series of like actually showing you guys more in-depth stuff and talking about it, you know, maybe offline and not
like in a more casual setting.
Yeah. And I think in our intro, if you go back to our intro, you'll see kind of like what we're hoping to do with all of these like mini series and vlogging and things like that and taking you along that journey. But anyways, today wanted to kind of talk about like where we were and where we are now.
Yeah.
Which
I always forget. I think too, like our biggest thing, like when Kristina wanted me to work, you know, with her at the flea, at first I was like a little bit shocked, but I think we've done a really good job with like changing kind of like the demographic and like a lot more younger people. We wanted to like spread the word to like our generation that like the flea market is cool. Like you can find a bunch of cool stuff at the flea.
Yeah.
And we're just trying to bring in, you know, a younger crowd and make people honestly see all like, I knew about the flea market before I started working with Kristina, but not like this.
Okay, that's what I was gonna say.
Not like this.
I forget, are there like flea markets by you that you like
in Michigan
before? Yeah,
there was, but my grandma like took me to this place. Oh my god, it was called the Gibraltar Trade Center in Michigan.
That's a mouthful.
Honestly, I hated it as a kid because it was just like a bunch of, I thought it was junk. Yeah, now looking back I'm like, wow, I've been doing this stuff for a while.
Okay too, like if you have a flea that is like has a lot of junk in it, I feel like nowadays too, if you are just like kind of feeling like browsing around. Okay, do you ever watch anything on like TikTok or Instagram where it's like, how much do you pay for rent in your apartment in New York or Chicago, whatever? I'm obsessed with those now because I feel like
it's interesting.
Yeah, I love when you like go into someone's apartment and like see their stuff and like, I'm sorry, but I feel like 95% of them, everything in their home is like thrifted.
Yep.
And I'm just like,
it's not.
Wait, that's a really cool bar cart. And they're like, oh, we got it from Facebook Marketplace or, you know, wherever. And I'm just like, wait, that is really freaking cool.
I feel like you find really unique,
and they make
one
it
of a
really
kind.
cool.
Yeah, and like you can make it your own.
Yeah,
right?
And it just looks good in so many spaces. But anyways, that to be said, now as I'm like older, I feel like I don't view it more as junky, but like an opportunity.
Yeah. Ooh, I like that. Ooh, okay.
Like, okay, I can see potential in said item, whether it's like, I don't know, a charm for a charm bracelet or like an actual like table or something.
You know how I've told you a few times, like my brothers and me and Dom and like whatever, we all have gone to Round 2 in Chicago. All the stuff they get is from flea markets.
Oh, really?
All their
That's
vintage
super
stuff.
cool.
I know.
Yeah, I love that. Okay, so I actually obviously grew up near the areas of the SwapORama.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like you, I feel like have been there, right? Before you started working there.
When I was like younger, we didn't like often go, but we did because there's another one that's closer to us in Indiana, so we always went to that one.
Okay. Okay, so from you coming as like a young age, do you remember it when you were a kid?
Yeah.
What was your experience like?
I feel like all of that stuff as a kid is so fun, right? Because there's just so much like like you can run around. You know what I mean? Like shopping was always like fun for me as a kid, even if I was like at the grocery store with my mom or like whatever. At least for me, I always liked it. So yeah, I enjoyed it. It was obviously overwhelming, but how do you know that feeling when you're a kid? Not really, you know?
You don't.
I would say though, like when I first started at Swap and it was like, oh, let's go to these locations, I would like walk in, like especially the ones I hadn't been to, which were Melrose and Ashland. I just remember literally being like, whoa.
Like, holy cow, this is a lot.
Whoa. Yeah.
Yeah.
And in Greece and stuff, well, you've been to Europe too.
Yeah.
They have street markets like that.
See, the one I remember is vividly, it's not the one when I was in Europe living, like studying abroad. It's when I went to the Bahamas.
Really?
They had a huge market, flea market. It was outside, but like, it was outside, but it was like a building and all the doors were like open. Like the walls were like slid up.
Oh, I got
so it was like you were covered, but like people would
like
walk in.
Garage, like
and everything was lined up, like all the vendors.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And I remember like finding like the coolest like crochet like beach bag there. This was like when I was like 18, 19.
Dang.
But I had never like seen anything like that.
Yeah.
Until like I was there.
Yeah, see in like Greece, there's like street vendors everywhere. Like they're selling, I mean,
Yeah, what are they
name it.
selling?
They're selling mostly like jewelry, or, you know, they're making stuff out of seashells and like having it there.
Love
you know
that.
what I
Okay,
mean? Like
yeah,
random
yeah.
stuff like
Uh-huh.
that. Food, obviously. But then like during the week, there's actual like flea markets where they're selling clothes, like, not necessarily like
In the
designer
street?
items, but like dupes. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. So like, because like where Greece is, Albania is right above it. So like similar to how the U.S. has like Mexican immigrants.
Yeah.
We have a lot of like Albanian. Mm-hmm. So that's what they're doing. They're like selling. that kind of
Got
stuff.
you. That makes sense, actually.
Yeah. So it's really cool. In addition to like you can get fresh fish, like produce, all that stuff too. So people will just go for that. Mm-hmm. And then like bakery items and stuff too. So
I love that you can get like fish and stuff.
yeah.
I don't know why that I'm instantly thinking about that restaurant we went to in Vegas.
Oh yeah, yeah, that was a good one.
With the fish laying out.
So anyways, I was really overwhelmed and was like, how the heck am I gonna market this?
Yeah.
But where there's a will, there's a way.
Yeah. Seriously.
No, but in all honesty, it was like, it's a whole new world if you've never been, especially like
it's so cool.
yeah.
You know, and
Because
it's
they're
funny
so
because
different too,
yeah,
like just culturally and what the offerings are. You know what I mean?
Totally. I just think that it's like, it's also an experience, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Like you could spend all day there.
Oh, 100%.
Easily.
100%.
And still not see everything.
100%.
I would say too, you know, if you guys aren't familiar with Swap-O-Rama in Chicago, there is also one location in Florida, but the three Chicago ones are in Melrose Park, Ashland Ave, which is just kind of a little bit further from Sox Stadium.
Yeah, the Sox are on like 35th and we're on 42nd, so like right there.
Okay, and then Alsip.
Yeah.
But there's something, you need to go to all of them.
Yeah, right.
Like,
it's
really-
not one of those where it's like if you've been to one, you've seen them all type of
No,
thing.
not
It's
at
like,
all. It's like
really
wild.
Truly, really truly. All right, well, I mean, how are you like when I brought you?
I was overwhelmed.
I should have like paid attention to your reaction, I feel like.
I wasn't
really
overwhelmed.
didn't.
I think I was like caught off guard.
Really?
Like I did not expect it to be
Yeah.
like that. I
Yeah.
kind of thought it would be like some rinky dinky
Yeah,
in a way. Like I
garage sale
don't a
type
little
thing.
bit. I did.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to say that, but yeah, I don't know.
Well, that's the
I
whole
just
point of all
remember
this. It's like
I
to
kind of
break those.
remember actually being like, how am I going to get content? Like because I help Kristina with like the social media and like Instagram and TikTok and stuff. And I was like,
follow us if you want.
yeah, if you're not following us, shame on you. I was like at first like this is gonna be hard to get content. That's what I thought. And then when I got there, I'm like, oh my god, this is content for days.
Oh, like before you went.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just didn't know what to expect. I didn't know like how the layout was gonna be.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I think.
What
it's-
about you? Like, do you remember taking me the first time?
Yeah, that's what I mean. I
Like,
wish
dude,
I
what did I
wish-
say after?
I don't know. I wish I,
remember
remembered your reactions, but I just
calling
remember,
my
like,
mom and being like, this is wild.
I remember your questions being like, whoa, just kind of like a lot of like whoas and whoas
Yeah.
and whoas. And I'm like, and then you're like, oh, and then it's done. And I'm like, no, there's a whole other and an inside. And you're like, wait, what?
Yeah.
But honestly, it took me like, and I'm a full-time employee there, like almost a year to fully understand like the layouts and like get through everything. Like that's the other thing. If you're just like going for a day, like for a few hours, there's no way you can like, especially like Ashland, like or
You need to
Alsip,
have, like,
there's
a-
no way you can get through the whole place.
No,
Like,
that's
no
what I'm
way.
saying. If you like have like 2 hours, it's not maybe the time to just like go because
Right.
you need to almost give yourself like a day.
If you've been and you know like where everything is, then yeah. Or if you're just like looking outside or something like that, like then I think it's fine. But yeah, to give it like its entire like integrity,
No.
Maybe multiple trips.
I mean, I feel like
I
feel like we've gone so many times, and there's times where I'm like, I'm missing stuff.
Well, yeah, because we like break it up though,
Yeah.
and then, so like now as like kind of like a seasoned person, like what do you feel?
I love it. I feel like you've actually done, we have done a lot, and we've actually grown a lot in the time we've been working together.
Yeah.
I mean, we started with, you guys had what, 385 followers?
Yeah.
We have like 13,000 plus now.
Yeah.
Our content, if you guys haven't looked at like our TikTok or Instagram, it's like all sorts of stuff. We do everything from like vendor highlights to produce hauls to shopping hauls.
Yeah.
I will say, like, a lot of the stuff I buy, I literally use. It's not just, come on a channel like this and be like, oh, I use everything I buy. I legitimately do.
Yeah.
I have found so much stuff. I think that's where I'm at. I went into it as like, this is my job.
Yes.
But now
That's
it's like a
exactly what
passion that I have.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
That's how I would,
that's
like what I would say.
Exactly. Where it's, in the beginning, you just feel like,
I'm
this
working.
is another place to shop. This is like
Yeah.
whatever. It's not a big deal. But now, like, once you like know people, like know you're like supporting small businesses, like where people are getting their items from, like when you kind of kill off those like stereotypes and realize like, wait, this is really freaking cool.
Yep.
Especially in like some of our next videos where we like actually like show you products, like then you'll see like how I think that's the point too, like I want to do like more of on this channel is like showing people how to actually use stuff at home or whatever,
Like what we are doing with what we bought.
Yeah. So stay tuned for that, y'all.
I love this. This is amazing. If you don't have this,
What is it?
the Tarte
Fake Awake. Yeah, it's
girl. So we've almost been working together for 2 years now. We'll meet at the flea, and I'm excited to see like what this year brings. I feel like we have really hit a lot of milestones in the last couple months, and I'm excited to see, where we're at in December. Like, as growth between all the channels. I think another thing I have actually really enjoyed, it's actually so hard to put mascara on and talk. Another thing I have enjoyed, because I always just like stop and have my mouth open.
I don't do that.
Really?
I don't think so.
You're lucky. I'm always like, it's like so awkward.
Funny faces, I can't.
The relationships that I've made with people there at Swap.
I was gonna say, like, when we
It's like a family.
Like when we talk about growth, it's like one thing when you talk about it, like if you work for like a sales tech company or something, because it's like growth means you're selling products and you're like being successful. But like here, it kind of means something. Yeah, it kind of means something else. And like what I mean by that is like growth at a flea market is more like, well, what's happening? Like, why are there more vendors? Are there like stores closing, which like we talked about in like one of our podcast episodes, was just like, people are shopping differently. Like they're not necessarily going to like malls anymore, or like, and malls are closing, storefronts are closing, and people want to get outside and like have fun and walk around. Like even at a farmer's market or something, you'll see like more vendors selling items than like food stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like things are transitioning a bit. And so I feel like that growth in itself is very interesting. You know what I mean?
I mean, some of these locations have over 1,000 vendors plus. Like there's so many people who are able to start a small business, able to provide,
or able to like even try out a small business.
That's what I mean.
You know what I mean?
A side hustle, a second, form of income stream.
Yeah, definitely.
I think it's such a great place to like start, especially if you do, have a product that you make, because let's be honest, these storefronts and these rents are very high.
For sure.
So why not go to like a space like that where you are able to kind of see, kind of test it out.
What would you sell if you were a vendor? Like wholeheartedly. based off of like your skills or like whatever?
Probably makeup.
I was gonna say
I would probably have a huge makeup booth.
I feel like also if
and
you
like
did
throw on
makeup
some
there,
strip lashes
something,
for people.
Yeah. Make someone feel good for like whatever.
It would definitely be makeup or like a self-care, like yeah, for sure. What about you?
I don't know. Like, I want to say like produce because I feel like that's very like easy to, like,
and people want it. Yeah.
But then I'm also like, would I want to like lug that around and like set everything up? Like,
I think you could absolutely do it, but I think for me it would be like I would need like someone to help
you're
me.
gonna need like a team to like help you unload trucks and stuff. That's the other thing. Like, I don't know what else. I'm trying to think what else. Like, I would also probably love to do, if I was more crafty, like I would love to take like an old vintage shirt. Like, have you seen when like people will take like a jersey and then make it like a bag?
Oh, I love that.
You know what I mean?
I love it. I love it. I could also see you like with like, I don't know, like cute bracelets or like candles.
Yeah, something like that. Kind of like when you take something and like refurbish it type thing.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like I would love that.
Yeah, I feel like you would thrive.
And then I would love just everyone being obsessed with my item.
Yeah.
And then me not being able to keep up with the demand. Like, how cool would that be? Also, shout out to the dipstick. This is my favorite thing in the entire world.
Like, you know, is it crazy? I have never tried it.
Oh, girl. It's always available.
I know, but I have the Mario one, and I wonder how it compares.
Well, I'd love to try it and tell you. Anyways. What else do you think?
I mean, I'm not gonna lie.
Like initial thoughts.
The food is so good too. Like, if you're going, come on like a kind of an empty stomach, because
it's like those
every location has like it's like not carnival snacks, but almost totally. Like that stuff. Like, you don't just like go and get anywhere. Exactly. You want like a funnel cake? Do you want elote in the bowl? Street tacos. You know, there's so many good things.
Or just like
those slushies or like ice. It wasn't a slushy. It was an icy that I had. Oh my god, it was so good.
I actually don't think I've had one there.
Delicious.
Yeah. Ices are really popular now because there's like the at-home machines that people are getting.
Have you seen the at-home like creamy machine or whatever?
The creamy? I have it.
You do?
Yeah.
I did not know this.
Wow. Amazing. I got it for Christmas. Thanks to my sister for that. It's the best thing ever because I'm an ice cream hoe.
Okay. And like, what do you make?
Oh, dude, it's the best because it'll literally be so easy. I'll do almond milk, a scoop of protein, and a banana, and it comes out like Dairy Queen.
No.
Yes. It's like perfectly like soft, like it's so good. I
have seen it so much, and I am just like so.
Oh my gosh, you should come try it.
I want to, and I also want to try your veggie chopper.
Oh my gosh, yeah, you definitely try that.
We talked about that actually in our last couple episodes ago. We talked about like summer faves and like what's trending. Kristina taled about this like veggie chopper.
You need to come try it. Yeah, you need to come
I need to come try both.
Really good.
Please.
Actually, yeah, we can do some like when we do some cooking things here. I'll bring them or we'll figure it out. But yeah, those are the best. Also, I am forever going to be a bronzing hoe.
Yeah.
Like,
look at me.
Ever since I was a kid, I'd be like...
I'm just applying. Someone told me if
I was that girl, though, that, like, when you had, like, a line right here at your chin. Until finally someone told me, like, hey, you need a blend.
Have you seen this trend?
What?
You, like, go down your neck here, and it's supposed to, like, see?
Snatch you a little? Yeah. Oh, wow.
Uh-huh. Compared to this side.
Okay.
Like, you don't need a dark color, but yeah, you basically go...
You see, you're gonna learn new tricks here, too.
Go directly down.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm coming to your house to try some things. Got it.
Okay, perfect. Anyways. So...
Sometimes I think I need, like, I don't know, a brighter blush.
I know. I never really know how I feel sometimes. I'm just like
I'm like kind of muted, but
it's raining right now in Chicago, so we're just kind of like,
you know,
this is the excitement of my day every day.
Pretty much. I will say too, man, the stuff that I have gotten from Swap and the amount of compliments.
I know.
I'm very excited to like show everyone, like, I'm excited to show you guys, because I feel like sometimes people are like, BS, like you don't actually buy and like use stuff there. I'm like, no, I do. And like when I tell you some of the cutest outfits, okay.
We're not influencers. We don't get stuff for free.
No.
Well, actually, some of the flea people will like throw in
Hook
some
us
stuff.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe we are. Maybe we are like flea market influencers.
Oh, look at us.
SMIs. Okay, no, but no, but I love that too though, because we get to like try stuff. But anyways, that's the best part about it, I think. Like shopping at the flea too, because like stuff is so cheap.
Yeah.
Like you can not feel bad about like if something breaks or like whatever. It's like, oh well, you know, at least I didn't spend like $15 on it or something, you know?
Yep. I'm almost done.
Same. I'm normally like really faster. I feel like I've been really taking my time now, but
really? I feel like I'm actually moving a lot quicker with the camera.
Well, I'm very like surprised. This is like really. You're like setting the tone now, because now I'm like, she can do her makeup in 20 minutes.
Oh God. Oh boy.
You're shooting yourself in the foot. All right, do you have a favorite location?
Ashland. I don't know.
Really?
I just love it.
Yeah.
I think it's because I have a crush on Carlos. Off the record. He's like the manager there, you know. He's just so nice. He always helps me and helps us, and like, you know, he'll walk around with us and like let some of the vendors know, like, hey, we're filming content. Honestly, everyone at all of the locations is so great, but maybe it's because I went there first, but I don't know. I kind of have like a little soft spot for Ashland.
Yeah, okay.
What about you?
See, like, I want to say that, like, every time I go to one, I'm like, wait, this is my favorite. Mm-hmm. But then it's like, then you're, okay, example, I love Ashland too. I feel like it's so culturally, like, fun, energetic. Like, there's always just, like, a vibe there. But then this last time we went to Alsip, and there was, like, an insane gardening section, essentially.
That was amazing.
I like,
literally looked
like
we were at a nursery.
Yes, like, I'm like, wait a minute, like, I love this. Like, this is my favorite, you know? Or like, plus that one, I don't know why there's like nostalgia to it. So I would say also, but then sometimes you go to Melrose and you're just like, oh my God, this is like a cute little perfect, you know, joint. I don't know. So it's like, it's kind of one of those things where it's like, you know how you ask your parent, like, who's your favorite kid? And they're like, I love you all the same.
Yeah, right.
I genuinely kind of feel that way, I think, sometimes. Because like, really, they all have their own identities.
Have you heard of this hack? The Rare Beauty liquid blush. Put it on your finger and kind of just dab it on your lips, and it creates like a stain.
You know, I haven't used that. I don't know.
One of my layers put on a lot of setting spray.
I have been doing that too lately.
And then I'm like, do you love that setting spray?
What, this one?
Yeah.
Insane.
Okay, I've heard
insane.
It's like nuts. Like you can dive in to the water.
That's what sold me.
Have you put it to the test?
No, I have not yet. But that is what sold me. Like literally everybody. This is the
one size
until dawn setting spray. When I tell you, like, what sold me is I fell down a rabbit hole on social media of like.
Your eyes look so pretty and green right now.
Really?
Yeah.
Thanks. Yours look very gold.
Wow.
Very bright and awake today, that wake. Anyways, but no, like they were all dunking in the pool and like literally nothing came off.
It's like a mix, like a fine, right?
You'll see, watch. This is the part that's weird is like, it really is like hairspray.
Really?
Like even the smell, do you smell it?
Oh.
Yeah, it's like.
Well, I've heard hairspray works.
Yeah. Hey,
I've used it
I'm not
before.
mad at it.
I'm not gonna lie. I have used hairspray before on my face.
But this one's also really good too.
I have that one,
But
the
yeah,
all-nighter. It's classic.
The only thing is, I feel like these sprays aren't that great.
No, because when sometimes they get dropped. Have you ever had a drop, like whole drop spray on your face,
Something.
and then it like ruins your makeup?
Okay, that's what I feel like
Yep.
too. I really like this too.
What's
Speaking
that one?
of Rare Beauty.
Oh,
Just like I mean, you got to spray yourself. You're done. Yeah.
oh, it's not like a setting spray.
No, this is just like
A spray?
perfume color. Yeah,
I like her packaging a lot.
just simple.
Oh, that smells good.
Yeah, it's like a
Fine comfort.
body spray.
Body and hair
Body and hair
mist.
spray, mhm.
Wow, love. Actually, my foundation is Rare Beauty too, and the applicator of this, I just like love. The formula is like so soft.
Yeah, wait, that looks great. Your skin looks
Thanks.
really good. Yeah.
Thank you. So does yours.
I feel like, am I done? To get something?
I don't know. Did you?
I don't know.
I think I'm done. This
Wow.
this hair went a little bit straighter for the last couple days.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting,
Well,
guys.
we're done.
We're done.
Final
This is-
thoughts.
Final thoughts.
Final thoughts on first impressions, before and after.
Before and after. I went into it thinking it was a job, and I walked out where I'm at currently. It's a passion.
Love that.
That's where I'm
For
at
sure.
right now.
I would agree. I feel like it's one of those things where it's like it gets you up every day. You know what I
For
mean?
sure.
Like
Like,
you're
I
just
get
all right,
excited.
cool. Yeah.
Like I don't, as a client, this is not a dreaded job.
Oh wait, I didn't do a lip. That's what I
Oh,
I'm like, wait a second.
missed a lip. Whoa.
Excuse me. I'll finish off with your.
I love Estee Lauder. Love that color. I definitely think for me, I kind of went into it. I'm sorry to say, I was just like, oh, this is another client paying me. Like, let's get in, let's get out, let's get the job done.
Right.
And it's quickly become like, I care about it. It's like a passion, you know. Like I said, I kind of. It's not like I was hating on flea markets before, but I think I just had this like misconception that it was kind of junk.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, I have found a lot of stuff there, and it is not junk.
Well, yeah, I think it's just a whole new world, and if you're like new to it, haven't experienced, like give it a try, honestly.
Yeah.
Because like you said, it really is. There's so much good stuff out there. Mm-hmm. It's almost like Goodwill now. Have you gone to like a Goodwill lately, where it's like there's a Goodwill in
There's
my
one in
hometown.
West Loop too.
Yeah, and they are right next to a Target, and they are like contracted with Target, so like whatever doesn't sell or like whatever's returned
Oh,
or
I
stuff,
love that.
like they get that, and everyone is like obsessed with that. Well, that happens at the Flea too.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like people are contracted with Home Depot, CVS, like all this stuff, and so everything that like is backward, like that they have too much of,
Yeah.
our vendors get and sell it at a cheaper rate, and it's just like, dude,
You can't pass
how would
it
you?
up.
But how would you know that if you like don't shop there? You know
Right.
what I mean?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
go and just walk around and like spend it a Saturday or Sunday afternoon. I feel like, but
I agree. And then let us
anyways,
know what you think about it.
Yeah, I can't wait. And this is just obviously like the first of many chats, but always thanks for joining and like participating and now being part of the Flea fam with all of us.
Yeah.
But, well, anyways, we will see you next Tuesday.
Oh, we will
Pun
see you
intended.
next Tuesday. I love
For
that.
the next mini series, and obviously don't forget to hit us up every Thursday for You, Me, and the Flea.
And
that contest
subscribe to
over.
our channel.
Subscribe
okay?
to this channel, baby.
Subscribe,
Because we
share,
just
like,
getting started,
comment.
okay? We just getting started.
That's right.
All right,
See you guys
guys.
next
See you
Tuesday.
next week.